Hi, good morning, everyone. Today we will be diving into the React. So, what is React? How React started? Who started React? Who introduced it? Everything will be discussed in this session. So, before knowing that, having a grip on code is not so easy. Before that, we need some prerequisites also. So, I'll be telling what all are those prerequisites before starting the React. So, if you want to learn React completely, just follow me. Now, I'll be sharing my screen and I'll show you. I'll just start with the introduction of React. Uh, yeah. So, I hope you can see the screen now. See, so first of all, basically, welcome to the React class. So, if you're well versed, at least you know knowledge of JavaScript, it is very easy to go up with the React. So, what is React? Why are we using React? Is the basic thing we need to know in the introductory class. So, this part will be starting now. So, basically, what is React? So, tell me one thing. We will be working in JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and all. Okay, just imagine your task is to build a building, okay, construct a building. They will just give you wood blocks, they will just give you some sand, they will ask you to prepare the bricks, and then they will ask you to build the building. That is one part. That is how you will be making using JavaScript and all. But think of the second scenario. Everything will be ready for you. Bricks will be given ready, the iron rods will be given ready, glasses will be given ready, cement will be given ready, everything will be given ready. Okay, taking those, you just need to build the building. You tell me, like, which will be the easiest task to build the building? So definitely the scenario two, right? So scenario is one is like by using vanilla JavaScript or some other languages, we will be building the building that is equal to this. So we will be creating each and every component. Okay. So coming to the React, we will be talking each and everything as a component. Okay. So this is the basic difference between the other languages and the React. Okay. React is basically, it's not a language, it's a library or framework we can tell. So this is how the React is. So we can just see here the differences between like a Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. Like what and all made the major differences present today, what we are using, that we can see in this slide. So why developers need support? Like how React supported developers to move on. So the major thing why developers choose React is that because of all these following conditions. So the basic conditions are like fast loading and dynamic content. The second one is designer friendly. The third one is it will be displaying the logic in a tightly coupled manner. Then it is easy to read. Then it is highly we can reuse it. Highly we can reuse it. The components whichever will be like used, right? That we can reuse. So that is the reason it will be preferred. So just think fast loading and dynamic. See how many applications are there where we can see this kind of UI. Yeah, it will be just fastly moving. We will get however we need, user-friendly UI will be there. This is the main thing. So dynamic content, see, here there is something called as virtual DOM in React, which is actually in between the actual code and the real DOM. So whatever changes we make first goes to virtual DOM, then it moves to the actual DOM. So this is the major thing which is making React the faster one. Okay, this kind of UIs can be made in React very easily. So it is like designer friendly, this kind of things. See, for example, it is there, whatever it is, whatever you can see on the screen, this kind of UI. To make this UI, just think how much time you need if you want to do everything from the scratch. Okay, but in React, it doesn't happen like that. Like everything will be like this component will be ready. So you just need to use that component. This is called as accordion. So this kind of accordions templates will be ready. You just need to use it. That's it. So after that, we can say like, yeah, you can see this kind of tabs also, right? This kind of like accordions will be ready already, this kind of tabs. So if we just write two lines of code, you will get this. Just you need to change the content. Okay, I hope you're getting. See this kind of alert box and all, everything you do design from scratch. It is really difficult, but with this React, it will just go hand in hand very easily. So now Well, display plus logic tightly coupled is this scenario where we can say if we are writing it in the JavaScript, for example. So just think, we need to have HTML page, we need to have JavaScript page, we need to have CSS page also. So this is how it works. See, I have written the HTML code, CSS code, JS code. After that, for this, as a result of these three, we are getting two buttons like primary button and secondary button. Okay. So what if we use React instead of this? See, React is the single page code where my JS logic is here, my styling part is here, and my event handler is here. So all the three comes in the single page. To read also it is easy, to manage also it is easy. This is how the React actually works. For this, I can show you the small example. So if we go to the code pen, see the same example which I showed you. So here I have just have a look on this. Okay. Here I have two buttons like primary button and secondary button. I have done the styling in CSS part and whatever is needed, whatever the action is needed, that I have written in the JS part. For example, if I click on primary, it just says me click. Okay. Just think like as I said, three different pages I have written the code. Okay. But this does not happen in React. I'll just show you the example here also. The same code is written here. The same code. Just see. Here I have just taken the function. Within the function, I have written, see, like for primary button, what and all styling is needed, I have done here. For secondary button, I have done the styling. Okay. And the JS part also, I have written it here. Just see. Whatever it is written in, so here is the JS part. I should get an alert on click of it. Then what I'm doing here, the HTML part also will come in the single page. So here also it is the same functionality, whatever it is happening there. So this is the thing, like React is a part of easier one. It has a user-friendly code also. The user can also read the code very easily. So, yeah, I said like now we'll be talking about readable and maintainable code. See, look at the function, look at this function which is giving me the output like a hello world and this is my app. Okay. So in this function, to make two lines to display, how many lines of code I need to write? Okay. So in the HTML part, definitely there will be some division called root element, right? So to that root element, to attach this much of code, I have to write all these things. So at the beginning, what I'm doing, I'm just telling something as app, and I'm just telling like document.create element division. So within that division, I'm again adding something called as app. I'm just adding the class name. Again, I'm just creating something called as H1. I'm creating something called as H2. Then for that H1 and H2, I'm adding the text content, telling hello world and this is my app. And these two I'm appending with the above app which was created and I'm returning this app. This is a big procedure which is done to just display these two lines of code. But if we use React, just see the simplicity how it is. See the simplicity. Just we are taking one division. We are writing H1, H2, division close, done. Okay. I hope you will find the difference now. You will experience the difference now if you see this. Okay. So where is this much of code and where is this much of code? You can tell easily like, okay, this is only some 10 lines of code. This is fine. Think in a larger way, right? You're writing 10 lines of code for 2 lines. Okay, if it is a larger thing. So how many lines of code is required? So if you want to rectify something, where you will go and search. But just think in React like how easier it is to find any of the bugs also if it is there. Okay. So yeah, I'll just show you those examples also. Like this is the place, like the first thing. Without React, I have done the same thing, right? So if I want to again create one more H3 also, I'll be just writing here one more H3. I'll be just taking it as H3. I'll be creating it as H3. Then I just need to write like H3 dot text content. This will be my H3 dot text content. I am learning React now. Okay. I am learning React. Okay. See, still it is not working because I have not appended here. So I'm just appending my H3 now. So now just check whether it is working. Yes, it is working. You can see here my new line, like I'm learning React, is here. So I created the H3, then I just gave the text content in that, then I appended here, then it is working. So similarly in the React, if we see the same thing is here, okay, the same thing. So now if I want to just add, like I'm learning React text, learning React. Okay, got it. See how easy it is. I have just added this one line to generate my code. This is the basic difference between React and the other. For example, vanilla JSON only we can take. So after this, we just need to move. So now tell me, like many of the applications are using React. So yeah, we will be discussing all this now. So just think, whenever we are using the application, you might have come across like the same kind of designs. So see, this is the Drive one, this is the Gmail one. Same kind of designs we might have come across. Just see here, just see this one. And also the this so here the images same, the image part is same. The only thing is the icon is separated. That's it. And here the text is same, but the whatever we want, we can just write it there. See this button also. It is just same. Okay, it is just same, but whatever we want, we just need to add here also. Like icons, like pattern is same. We are just changing the icons and the text, whatever is needed. That's it. Like you might have seen, like you might have saw that in many applications there are see, user will be friendly with one application, so he might not feel difficult to use the other one. Why? Because he'll be friendly with that, right? So that is the main reason we will be preferring React. And also, like for example, we can just move to the next slide. See, the search bars also, like in many of the applications, it will be same. Okay, so you can have a look on this. Like many major applications have this React components as their part, because it is easy to use also, it is easy to understand also. Okay, yeah. So yeah, how the framework is helping us to render the stuff. It will see if we are doing something. If we want to render that, we have the huge procedure which will run inside. Similarly, it happens in the React also. See, to write this piece of code, to get this piece of code, this is the code which we need to write in vanilla JavaScript. If suppose, if we are writing, if this is JavaScript, this is the framework. So it is in React. So just see the difference, how easy it is to understand, how easy it is to understand. Okay. So now coming to the usage of React, we can see that in past 2 years, how the React is used. Okay. You can compare with the other languages also. So React is the one which is hugely used by many of the applications, many of the developers and many of the companies also. So yeah, see, here React is supported by all of these companies and all. So we will get done doubt that how React started, when did React start and all. So I'll just explain you regarding that also. So this React is used by a very large group of people, and also it is user friendly. That is the major thing. So exactly what is React? We want to know. This is the basic question. So React is a JS library to create fast and interactive UIs. Okay, it is the JS library to create fast and interactive UIs. Okay, so this was founded by Facebook. React was founded by employee in the Facebook, and we all are just using that. So Jordan Wolke was the founder of React. We should actually salute him for finding this out. So just see how React is built on top of JS. Okay, if we know some parts of JS, then only we can get well versed in React. So whatever set of rules are there in JavaScript, they are actually applicable to React also. Okay, so React is just a built-up suit. Okay, JS is the inherent power. I can tell you, like wearing jacket, right? If JS is just a heartbeat of the React. If we know JS, we can go easily with the React part. Okay. Yeah. See, this is the basic React application, how it works actually. So this backend is, it will be holding all the content and the data. Then comes like whatever the application is there, that comes hold all the plans and all. So here it creates its own tree root of UI elements. So I said you right, it will be working on the virtual DOM. So this is the actual DOM, the user's browser, whatever is that, that is the actual DOM. When a user interacts with the app, events are sent back to React to decide how to handle them. So again, it will be sent back. Then the event handlers will take it to how to handle the React part, how to handle that event, and then it will just push to the UI again. Okay. So you to practice in the basic sense, you just need to have accounts on Codepad and Code Sandbox so that you can start with the basics. Okay, but actual work should be done in Visual Studio Code itself. So that's it for today. The introduction we have saw about what is React and all, why we will use React, the frameworks and libraries, how they help us, and why React is that much important, and where the importance of React sits. Thank you.